Trying to see if I see it. See it yet?
Yeah, I'm waiting on it to pop up. There we go.
Looks like we might be back in business. I don't know. I still don't see it.
We are.
All right, so I guess we're back live. Look, it's gonna be a short episode tonight. So real quick, sorry about the issues we were having there. Yeah, we got a new producer, Billy Ratliff is our new producer, and it's his first time producing. So anyway, really, I don't know what.
I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I still don't see it live, but that's just on my end, so I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what's going on in the comments.
I'm headed that way right now.
Still not seeing it. It's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and kick us off.
Anyway, like I said, guys, it's going to be a really, really short episode tonight. But Thursday we'll have it a little bit more together, hopefully. And but anyway, I'm gonna just kind of skip around with some things tonight, and obviously, what's going on in the current news, Brandon?
Current news is we'll go back to Emmett Gooden's felony domestic assault charge. We got cornerback Brandon Davis entered the transfer portal. He played in one game with 0 stats, so don't know how the depth's going to go there, but hopefully we'll still be in good shape. We got Austin Pope having back surgery on a herniated disc. And Henry To'oTo'o has been named to the Butkus watch list, so that's huge. And in the other world of sports, out of 346 players in the NBA bubble in Orlando, 0 have tested positive for COVID. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, it is a good sign. That's the things that are going to have to do good, I think, if we want to have football, basketball, and baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And so anyway, like I said, we're going to skip around a little bit. What's going on, Keith? Glad you're back. Matt, glad you're on here. NASCAR Vol, of course. I don't think NASCAR Vol's ever missed an episode of Picked Off, ever. So he's got a streak going. Justin Sandy, VFL living in Oklahoma. Well, I admire that. I also was a VFL living in Florida, so I know what it's like to live in a state where you're not a fan of that team. So kudos to you. It's not easy, I know. Anyway, that's what's going on in current news. Also, for some of y'all that weren't here earlier at the start of the show, we got Brandon, who's now an official member of Picked Off. He's going to be, or he's a host now with me and Josh. Josh is still here, of course. He's doing some family things. He'll be back next Tuesday. Also, Thursday, we got Scott Calhorn. He's going to be joining us on the show, hosting the show with us.
Oh, yeah.
Since he's won so many golden freaking keyboards, I've about run out of things to give the guy. So that was kind of the thing. Where is Josh? Well, I thought he's doing some family stuff, Glittergator, but he'll be back. next Tuesday. But for now, you got me and Brandon. So sorry. And unfortunately, it's going to be kind of a shorter show. Yeah, no, I know NASCAR. You've never missed pickoff, and I really appreciate it. I'll tell you what, NASCAR. I'll let you host the show next week with us if you want. That's up to you. We'll pick a day, and you can come on here with us if you want to. What does it say? That was the night before. What are you talking about, Glitter Gator? Oh, yeah, you are a 2-time keyboard champ. Which reminds me, I still got to send you your thing, man. So you're the one that I couldn't remember who exactly I hadn't sent one to. So I got to take care of that. But anyway, we're not going to do Moment Involves History. But we are going to do our top five Tennessee linebackers. Is that right, Brandon?
Yeah, we're doing top 5 favorite ball linebackers.
Well, BVD, you know what? You can win the golden keyboard tonight. You just got to have a funny comment. So, yeah, we'll see. And plus, you've already helped us host before. So, but yeah. So we're going to do top 5 linebackers. Tennessee linebackers all the time. If you're not a Tennessee fan, give us your favorite top 5 linebackers. I know, old Glitter Gator, there's some good Georgia boys out there that have played linebacker at UGA. You should give us those. But anyway, go ahead, Brandon, with your number 5.
My number 5 will be Colton Jumper. Not a lot of people would think Colton Jumper, but the reason I like him, he was a 2-star coming out. Walked on, earned his scholarship, wasn't the biggest, the fastest, but that kid played. So that's why he's my number 5.
I have nothing bad to say about him, honestly. He I wouldn't say he wasn't the most athletic. I guess it was just that where we were as a program in 2016 that we had to start him was kind of the thing.
Well, Darren Kirkland Jr. went out early, so he had to fill that role.
So my number 5, I've kind of thought about this all day, and I've gone back and forth. But number 5 for me, I'm going to go with Kevin Burnett. Number 2 was a captain on the 2014. Just a really good player. And anyway, that's my number 5. What's your number 4?
Number 4 is going to be Jalen Reeves-Maven. Still in that era, 2016. Not good times, but he was one of the most athletic, get to the ball, had trouble staying healthy, but
yeah.
So that's my number 4.
Well, that's funny because my number 4 is his partner in crime, A.J. Johnson, Team Beast. Just a leader. I mean, he was a leader back in those days, and a young leader, even during like the 2012 season and stuff. But a guy that we all know what happened to him. He got accused of all that, and it looked like his career. I mean, that ruined his career. But guess what? He's with the Broncos. He's tearing it up. He is
getting a lot of playing.
Getting a lot of playing time. Going to be starting this year. Good for him. If nobody deserves it, I mean, AJ Johnson, now he just goes as Alexander Johnson. He definitely deserves it. All that he had to go through, and
for sure.
So, yeah, number 3.
My number 3 is going to be Mr. Raynaud Thompson, All-American, and 98, and Buckus Award finalist. Paired up with Al Wilson and Eric Westmoreland, anchored that linebacking core, and probably the most athletic linebacker on that squad. So that's my number 3.
Okay. Yeah. Number 3 for me, I'm going to go with Gerard Mayo. Played 2005, 6, and 7. Left early, had a really good career with the Patriots before having some injuries. I know he was captain of the Patriots across from Tom Brady. And Bill Belichick said that he was one of the best linebackers that he's ever seen. So that's got to be saying something.
He retired early to save his body and his head.
Yeah, he did. But Gerard Mayo was a great linebacker. Number 2?
My number 2 is going to be Tyrone Hines. You know, all those, you hear the interviews and everything. Everybody talks about Tyrone Hines, how he was a monster. Number 47. You know when he was on the field, you seen the pops and the licks going on. So that'd be my number 2.
Yeah, well, I have to agree with you. Oh, crap. Number 2. This is where it gets hard. Number 2 is going to be Al Wilson. Got to be Al Wilson. Probably should be number 1, but I don't even know what I need to say about him. He's a freak of nature. He was one of the biggest reasons I'd say that, we won the championship in 98. Mm-hmm. Man, just watching that guy just get pumped up was just awesome in itself. He used to always say that these boys ain't ready, man. They ain't ready, man. Had a pretty good career with the Broncos until, of course, the neck injury stopped that. But, yeah, Al Wilson, number 2. You're number 1. I want to hear this one.
My number 1, you just said it, Al Wilson. First team All-American, 98. The leader, the quarterback of that defense. So, can't go wrong with Al Wilson at number 1.
No, you can't. And I guess my number 1, I'm going to go with Eddie Moore. Eddie Moore, number 37, played on the 2002 team and 2001 and 2002 team. He actually, I think he still works with the Ball Network, I believe. But, yeah, he was just a great player. I think he led the team in tackles in 2001 and 2, which is saying something, especially on the 2001 team when that roster was loaded with guys like Albert Haynesworth and John Henderson. So, and I know Eddie played for the Dolphins for a little while, but anyway.
BBD said, Eddie freaking Moore, you're fired, Carter.
What's wrong with Eddie Moore?
His BBD's list is he's got number 1 Wilson, 2 Hines, 3 Dale Jones, 4 Bates, and 5 Connor.
Bates is a linebacker? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Never mind. All right. You're right, Keith. My bad. I screwed up. Sorry. Trucker Tim. Hi, Carter. Yeah, ha, me. Eddie freaking Moore. Yes, Eddie. I mean, look, this is my personal favorite. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, Brandon put Colton Jumper on his list. Okay. I don't want to hear it. So I can put Eddie Moore as number 1, my personal favorite. And just like I've told everybody, my personal favorite Tennessee quarterback of all time is Casey Clausen. That's just mine. Anyway, that's a list for another day. Yeah, I see that, BBD.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our top 5 personal favorites. But you want to move on to whack-ass tradition?
Oh, my God. Yes. So, whack-ass tradition. We don't have an audio clip, but if any of you guys watch high school football, you'll know what this is. And it's absolutely driving me insane at this point. It was cute the first 5 times. But just tell them, Brandon. You tell them.
The Purge entrance.
Yes.
Okay, I've personally seen it multiple times in high school. Multiple times in college, the sirens and everything. I mean, I watched a team play our hometown Green Devils that come out to that entrance and didn't get mercy ruled in the first half. So I don't know. It doesn't hype me up. Yeah, it's just one of those shows. I don't like it.
First time I seen it, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Creative. And I'm all about creativity and originality, creativity, all that. Well, like I said, the first 2-3 times I was like, yeah, that's cute. Now it's like, it just gets old. It's just like with anything, when a team, I digress. So that's the whack-ass tradition. But although before we move on to anything else, I did want to say, I literally, before we did this show tonight, I just watched TPS, I think, put it out on YouTube. And they cover mostly football and stuff. They talked about, and I know I may have talked about it on here before, but they talked about the Georgia G, or the Green Bay Packer G, Georgia. I'm not going to say they stole it. Obviously, they asked for permission. But the funny story about all that is them and they asked for permission. Okay, when Vince Dooley took over at Georgia, all right, Georgia at the time was wearing what, in the '60s, the early '60s. At that time was wearing the silver helmets, and I don't think they had anything on the side of their helmets, which a lot of teams probably didn't. But when Vince Dooley came in, he wanted to rebrand Georgia. For some of y'all that don't know this, so he got the AD to call somebody at the Packers. I don't know who exactly. I'd have to go back and watch the video, but he had to ask for permission. And of course, I know every Georgia fan said, "Well, they changed it. It's not exactly the same." Well, no, duh, it's not the same. It's black. I don't care how you change the dimensions of it. It's still the same. It's the same G. Okay. But the funny thing about it is Green Bay Packers are the ones who screwed up, because they should have gotten Georgia to pay them for it, or because look how much money. Every time you look at something, University of Georgia T-shirt, yes, the Packers could be making so much money off Georgia right now, but back in those days, I guess they didn't care. But I just thought that was funny, talking about being unoriginal and all kind of stuff. What do you think, Brandon?
Football's a copycat sport anyway.
Yeah, but we're talking about a big university here.
Yeah, I don't like that they didn't make anything off of it, and that just goes to show the Georgia can't be original about anything.
Yeah.
So.
And Grambling, that's right. Grambling did do that.
Grambling, yeah, also. But in the comments, BBD, that was Anderson County. J. Caleb Mitchell says, when you don't have to spend money on rings, you might as well spend it on entrances.
Fair enough.
Georgia fans will swear that it's a different G. I'm not going to say the rest of that, but
NASCAR ball for the win.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. BBD got to go right there.
Well, no. I don't mean he's going to win the Golden Keyboard. I just said what he said. It's one thing for high schools to have pro or college logos, but for a major university, it's just pathetic. Absolutely. 100%. Because could you imagine like the University of Alabama wanting to put a logo on their helmet, okay? And so they called Jerry Jones up. They're like, "Hey, we want to put a star on our helmet, but it's not going to be blue. It's going to be, white or some crap."
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine
that. Jesse and Amber over on Facebook says Al Wilson 1 through 5.
Fair enough.
Travis Martin says, "Go Vols."
Go Vols. VVD, how about colleges that bust their paper on the field, a.k.a. Georgia, Michigan? That is a good one. Yep, that's right. Michigan.
They can't afford banners.
Yeah, they slapped a little Go Blue sign or Big Blue supports you or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, I mean, there's so many whack traditions, and like I said, I mean, I found out some I never knew existed. Texas Tech throwing tortillas out on the field to start the fourth quarter. What the hell is that about? Do you know that, Brandon?
No, I never heard that.
Yeah, look it up.
It's crazy.
I mean, in hockey, I know that the Red Wings though I think they still did throw an octopus on the ice, and of course Nashville, the Predators for a few years were throwing catfish on the ice. Actually, one of the funniest videos was Taylor Lewan, offensive lineman for the Tennessee Titans.
One of my favorite players.
Shotgun a beer through the catfish and then threw it on the ice.
I remember seeing that. Yeah, Taylor Lewan, that's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, the M Club supports you. That's right. That's cool.
J. Caleb Mitchell says traditions are pretty whack if they're not your traditions, like Kentucky with the checkerboards.
Oh, I agree. Kentucky tries to put it off as well because of horse racing. I don't care. But here's a funny story, and I hate to say this, but Tennessee was not the first school to have a checkerboard in their end zone. Believe it or not, I'm not saying this school I'm fixing to name was the first, but they had a checkerboard end zone before we did. It was that Alabama used to have a checkerboard end zone, believe it or not, in Birmingham. So, yeah, that's kind of
yeah, but
we don't orange and white.
We don't give them credit for anything.
No, we shouldn't. No. Catfish on the ice was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, it was PETA. I think that had such a fit about it because I went to a Preds game last season. No, it was the 2019 playoffs. All right, and it was when they got beat by the Stars, and I went to a game. And PETA was out there handing out these little rubber catfishes about this big, like a stress ball, but it's a catfish. And they were wanting people to throw them, or they outlawed the catfish thing. But some people still sneak them in. Which, how in the hell do you sneak in a catfish to begin with? I don't see how you could do that.
No.
Yeah, Preds games, hockey games are fun. For those if there's anybody out there that hates certain sports, I dare you to try them live in person. I'm not a big NASCAR fan, but NASCAR race in person is a lot different. It's way more exciting. There's way more going on. So NASCAR ball, that was for you, buddy. We should just throw Bobby on the yeah, we should throw Bobby on the ice. There you go.
BBD said, last time I snuck a catfish into a game, I just told the guy at the gate his name was Bobby.
Oh, right there. I think BBD's going to win it tonight, so you guys better step it up because that one was pretty good.
Yeah, that's got him in the front running right there.
Yeah. He is there's only a few laps to go too, so what was our dumpster fire program tonight there?
I don't think we had one picked out yet.
Okay. Well,
we'll go ahead and go with Georgia for Coffee and Green Bay.
I like it.
Hashtag 1980.
Hashtag 1980. Yeah, and like I said, I just looked at it from the perspective of Green Bay Packers, how much money they could have profited off of it. That's what I've kind of been thinking the whole time is, geez, they screwed up. And because, like I said, Georgia is a major university. They make millions of dollars in revenue every year from merchandise. And so, yeah, I'd be kicking myself in the if I was somebody high up with the Packers. But
oh, yeah.
Which the Packers, I think the owners are the fans still, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, the city of Green Bay owns the rights to it. So, and they have a board that makes all the decisions. So.
Of course they do. Everything does, Oh, well, I'm a fan, so I own this team. Yeah, we ain't on the board. So
exactly.
Really don't matter. I think that's sad.
Yeah. So shout out to sponsors.
Yeah, shout out to sponsors. Shout out to Hound Dogs of Knoxville. Everybody knows who Hound Dogs is. But if you don't, if you're a Tennessee fan and you want to get the newest gear, the new coaches' polos, new coaches' sideline hats, all that stuff, jerseys, they got it all. They got it all. And they've been good to us. We also got the Tennessee Tap House. If we do have a season, everybody, okay? If we do have a season, and for whatever reason, they don't allow fans to come in the stands. Well, guess what? You can come to the Tennessee Tap House and watch the game with Billy and Catfish and myself and Josh and, of course, Brandon here. And there'll probably be no telling how many other former Vols and people from the Volunteer Roadshow family. Also, Shelter Insurance. Call Josh Griffin today. He will get you some life insurance, whatever you need. He'll take care of you. No problems. Other than that, we got some other. Go ahead.
Oh, also check out the other Volunteer Roadshow shows in the lineup. With Alexis Hornbuckle, Jarnell Stokes. I mean,
Alexis is live every Wednesday. Yep, Alexis is live every Wednesday. Jarnell and CJ Watson are live every Saturday. Of course, more important issues every Tuesday and Thursday, which we're going to be doing some collaborations with them pretty soon. We've got some stuff going on in the works. So check out them two guys. We got some good show.
And guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that little bell up there so when we go live, you're the first one to know. So, I mean.
Get the flipping bell on.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. Because Brandon just said so. With the bald head. See what I did there?
Easy.
Well, guys, like I said, appreciate everybody. Thursday, we're going to have a jam-packed show. We're going to have TikTok Thursday instead of Tuesday. We're going to have our TikToks that we didn't have tonight, Thursday. And we'll be there Thursday morning. So Thursday night.
This show has made me have to start watching TikToks because of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was against it, but now.
But you love it now.
Yeah, it's all right.
But
and also we're gonna give out our golden keyboard,
and it's got to go to BVD.
Hey, it's going to BVD. So congratulations, Keith. You got it.
You get one or two options there, sir, for winning the golden keyboard. Either A, I can send you something from my glorious room here, or B, you can guest host here in the future. Up to you. Let us know what you want to do. But NASCAR, I do want to have you on. You have been a loyal fan and not taken away from anybody else. But NASCAR's been here since day one. He's been loyal. And he's never missed an episode. So, NASCAR Vol, if you are interested, sir, sometime next week, we want to have you on, picked off with us. Let us know. And then BVD gets that next option.
He said, give the prize to someone else. I just wanted the trophy.
Well, RMF Tide says he wants you to co-host. So, I tell you what. If BVD does not want to co-host, we will let Glittergator co-host. So that's up to BVD and it's up to Glittergator. But like I said, NASCAR Vol, you're next up on the list if you want. Next week, pick your date, sir. We'll get it going. Other than that, thanks to everyone for checking us out. Brandon,
thanks to Billy. Thanks to Billy for getting us back on track in the back air. We appreciate you.
Yep, Billy coming through in the clutch. You know, it's funny. I got to say this. Billy, I know you're listening because I can see you back there. But I got a text earlier, and I got to say this. So, BVD, I was talking to BVD. Of course, you know who he is, Billy. Anyway, he said, I said, yeah, he's producing tonight. And he said, oh, okay. He said, well, good luck tonight, and hopefully Billy won't fumble and stumble. So I felt like I needed to share that. Y'all can't see it, but Billy is in tears right now. He's dying laughing. If only you guys could hear him. So BVD wins the golden keyboard because he's making Billy laugh like I've never heard. So too bad we can't hear. Nobody else can hear him, but that was worth it.
We appreciate all y'all tuning in. We really do.
Yeah. And we'll see you on Thursday morning at our normal time, 10 o'clock Eastern. Y'all have a good one.
See ya.